Hello everyone, Meistering here with Below the Crown, an early access chess roguelike. It also is, it's coming out on April 21st, so very soon. I played this a bit already. I'll show the gameplay. If you've played Ouroboros King, um, it's kind of like that, where you have a chess army and you're fighting the enemy chess army. What do hazards do? Well, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, you start a run, and these runes that I'm placing are kind of like ascension levels from Slay the Spire. Ah, okay. Alright, do I want a prince? A prince is just a king, but not royal. I guess a bishop that has the ability to jump. Okay, but let's get into the run. That'll make it easier to explain what's going on. Okay. So, yeah, I have a king, and my goal is to checkmate the enemy king, or I can escape the floor. I guess it's kind of like wizard chess. Anyway, yeah, the slime stops movement, so I have to walk through it, kind of like the moat in Shotgun King. And I can place a piece down every turn, until I run out of pieces of my deck. And I can't, yeah, as you see, I have to place a piece on a square I can see. Uh, and my king sees like a queen. Okay, well, we can just. Well, what is the. Oh, yes. Okay, so every turn we place a piece. We can place a piece after we move. Yeah, so we can move, and then we can get out of forks and cause forks by moving to attack a piece and placing a piece to check the king or something, or to attack something else. Okay, yeah, and we get more coins based on how quickly we can checkmate the opponent. I would like to have my bishops on different color squares. Well, these pillars are going to be annoying. I don't know. We'll think of something. Yeah, we'll just see if we can see if the opponent lets us take his bishop for free. He didn't let us do that. What a shock. Yeah, if I win within the next 5 turns, I can get a speed bonus. We'll see if we can do that. Okay. Um, I almost have a checkmate here. Let's see if let's just try it. Hey, got him. So yeah, you do a level, you get some money, you go into a door, and then you go to a shop. Okay. Yeah, these transmute spells. So any piece within your sight, again, your king sees like a queen. Um, and let's see. Wait, how much do these? Oh, these don't cost anything. This is just a fight reward. This lets me place. I can place it on any tile. So I don't know. You don't get your spells back between fights, so you want to be careful about using them. Wait, what is this question mark here? Is this a hazard? Is there to be a hazard? Okay, well, they're a bunch of slimes. All right, let's start by picking up some money. Um, I don't really see any point of playing any pieces just yet. Yeah, once per fight, you can have the game engine tell you what to do, tell you what it thinks you should do. But yeah, so when you place a piece, you can place it, anywhere that your king can see. Again, your king sees like a queen, except you can't place pieces adjacent unless you get like an upgrade that lets you do that. Um, okay, well, I don't have anywhere good to place anything right now. Let's put this guy here and see if we can figure something out. We'll just put a rook all the way up there. Whatever. Oh my goodness. You know what? We're gonna pin the bishop, and we're gonna place a slime so the bishop can't attack me over it. Oh, right. I'm not actually pinning the bishop because I can't move over the slime, the other slime. Okay. All right. There isn't anything cheeky I can do at this point, so I'm just gonna move. Okay. I don't know. Oh yeah, when you do silly little chess tactics, you get a little bit of money. So I got a skewer. So I guess the prince is more valuable than the knight. So I'm skewering the knight to the prince, or through the prince. Can you stop that? Okay, well, now I can finally get my bishop into the action. We're in overtime. We've taken so much time that we're in overtime now. Okay. Luckily, overtime takes a long time to actually hurt you. Let's see. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Put another bishop down, because why not? All right. So if your piece gets captured, it gets injured, and then yeah, if it gets captured again on the next floor, then probably you lose it. All right, I'm hoping I can actually just take this bishop. So you automatically the floor will automatically end if you if either side loses all of their non-king pieces. So my bishop's being different color squares. It'd be a little like not sure of how I'm going to trap this bishop. Actually, okay, so can I leave the floor by putting a piece? No, it has to be my king that leaves. Oh yeah, this bishop can fly. It can fly over one obstacle. Alright, whatever. We're not... Actually, I could try to... I mean, I might as well stick around, I guess, and see if I can get the enemy king to be destroyed by the embers. Um, okay. Maybe not. Yeah, if I lose all of my pieces, I automatically lose the fight. I am determined to run out the clock here. As long as I can. So, I don't know. My corner is getting embered a little bit faster than their side, so I don't know. Um, okay. Whatever, let's get out. Alright, well, we survived. So I don't get to go to a shop, but I don't really care too much. Well, I don't know. It would be nice, but it's fine. Okay, let's see if I can get these coins. Yeah, we'll take our bishop that can jump over stuff. Yeah, as long as I don't get this rook and bishop captured in this room, the fact that they're injured won't do anything. It doesn't impair their combat effectiveness at all. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save my pieces in my inventory. Oh, I definitely want to capture this prince if I can. I don't have anywhere good to place the rook right now, or the bishop. Okay. Well, I don't know. It's tricky. It's tricky to find a spot where you can place your pieces. Or it's tricky to move your king into a place where you can start putting pieces down. All right, I'm gonna put a rook here. We'll see if we get forked by anything. We can't get forked by the knight because it's blocked by the prince. Okay. So... Oh, is my rook completely trapped? That appears to be what's happening. Well, that's awkward. Oh yeah, it's a button you can click to see what squares are checked. Nice little functionality. Yeah, I can't even place a bishop from where I'm standing to attack the king. Oh well. Okay, well the rook is still in my battle deck, so I'm guessing I can find some way to heal him. Like I can't use him until I find some way to heal him, maybe. Okay, these two bishops are really not helping. You know, they're on the same color square. They should probably be on different color squares. Yeah, I gotta see. I'm gonna see if I can get the enemy king destroyed by the embers. Since that's kind of the only thing we can do at this point. I could trade my bishop for the prince. Would that help? Like if the enemy king wants to just move northwest, I can't stop him unless I do this, so I guess we'll do this and see what happens. Alright, so can we just keep the opposition for the rest of the fight? I think we can. Well, we can as long as the prince doesn't focus on getting, you know, on whatever. It doesn't properly help the king. Okay. And, oh, there we go. Yeah, we had to block this one black square so the king couldn't escape. Alright, I get to go to a shop now. Alright, how much does this... Oh, I can lose it, I can demote it, or I can gain a curse. Well, I might as well see what the curse is. Oh, draw one less card initially? That doesn't even matter. Because the fights take so long. I guess if maybe if the fights are going better, it doesn't take so long, but whatever. I'll take more... I'll take another spell every turn. Do I want to fight 2 bishops and 2 knights? Probably. Like, if I have to fight rooks and princes, it's... I feel like those are more dangerous. But yeah. Like, it takes a few turns for me to get into a position where I want to place pieces, so... I feel like the one less draw initially doesn't really matter. Well, it matters here, because I was going to say I would love to place a rook on d2, but to fork the knights, but it doesn't actually fork them. Okay. Oh, we have all of our creatures. Oh, this is a fork. Alright, give me that knight. There we go. That's the kind of thing you're trying to do that I somehow was not able to do in previous floors. Okay. So we don't lose our piece. We just get some kind of downside to bring it back. If it gets double injured. I'm struggling to like make the slime spell do anything helpful. Okay. I guess we are fighting in some tight spaces here. Alright, now the bishop's not going to be in the way. I'm playing at like half of, with like approximately half of the like rune ascension modifiers. Imagine if I was playing with even more of them. I want to pass my turn, but I can't. Wait, I can put my bishop here. Like, that's something. Do I want to put my other bishop down right now? I never feel like I have anywhere good to put it. Alright, what is the thingy? Oh, yes. The hurdle bishop can protect... Yeah, it'll protect my bishop that just captured something. Yeah, so I only get to do that once per fight, one undo, or not undo, but get to ask the game what to do. All right, yeah, I definitely want to kill one of these bishops. If it, I think I want to wait a second. Actually, I think I can move here and then get checkmate with the rook soon. We will see. Oh yeah, got him. Okay. Oh, I could remove a curse if I want to. Protected when on a dark square. I'll take the swap spell. Maybe the shadow protection for a rook. Yeah, I like that. Because I want to be able to just have my rook capture something. Ooh, it's a boss fight now. We've been limping through some of these fights before. So we'll see if we're ready for this boss fight. Okay, so this is these guys are not ready to attack yet. They'll be ready next turn. Oh, that's a lot of summoning. Oh, that's scary. How many? Does he summon every turn? I mean, he generates random new sculpture or statue pieces. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If it just captures something every turn, will I be able to keep up with all of these sculptures? Turn Assist thinks that it's found a good move, like putting a bishop somewhere. I don't know if I have a big enough brain to figure out what the good move is. The slime spell is useless against knights and princes. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what Turn Assist thinks I should do. I'm not necessarily going to do it. I can't place a bishop to fork anything. You know what? I'll just see. Oh, okay. It was something I could have done earlier. Okay, so I don't know. I thought I had something good where I could like place my hurdle bishop on b3, but no, my king cannot see through these pillars. I think there's an upgrade that you can buy that lets you see through pillars. Got a fork and a pin. If the game doesn't think there's a good move, there probably isn't anywhere good to put my bishop. Okay. It's a free piece that I just captured. Okay. I'm gonna I need to get my king to a better spot. Actually, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this prince and play one of my bishops. Do I want to play the bishop that can jump? I think in this case it doesn't matter. I can keep the one that can jump. Because yeah, like the boss moves out of check once I move my rook anyway. We're close to having some kind of checkmate pattern. I don't know. We'll just get our king in there and see what we can do. Okay. All right. What is a good move? Put this here. All right. We'll see. We'll see what the. Oh, that's check. So yeah, the prince was not going to capture my bishop. Okay. Is this checkmate? Yeah, it is. Oh, thank you, good move finder. Ooh, a knight with bishop movement. That's fun. Really just want another rook. Man, rooks are so strong. Alright, the next boss is going to be a Mimic King. Oh yeah, these are archer queens. So they walk like a king and but don't attack like a king. But other than that, they have a bow and they shoot like a queen. Okay. They do move to occupy the space where they captured a piece. When they capture a piece. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start off by placing. Wait, I want to undo. Yeah, so I wanna just have a battery on these two columns. Yeah, I'll place a rook here. And then place a rook there. Checkmate. So I do not get my undos back between... Okay, we're getting rid of our slime. We definitely don't need it. There we go. I feel like I can checkmate quickly if I actually have an open space, an open board. Okay. So we have two rooks, and one of them is invulnerable if I put it on a dark square. Okay, the opponent did not want me to do that. Did not want me to, like, walk right here in this little alcove and place a rook on b3. Wait, let's look at the hotkeys. I think there's a toggle notation. There we go. Oh, the notation goes from top to bottom. Weird. Okay, well, we're just going to place... Actually, we'll place our regular bishop right here. There we go. So we can... Yeah, we fork those two pieces. Oh, and then we get forked right back. Okay. Well, we'll just fork them again. Okay. Alright, what big brain... Ah, okay. Alright, that does seem pretty big brain. Yeah, we just... Okay, and then this is an easy finish because we just put down a second rook. There we go. Now I can talk about my squares, what squares I'm moving to, without having to explain where they are. Hmm. I feel like just brute forcing my way through fights with a rook that has Intimidate and cannot be killed immediately after getting cast. That's got to be good. I feel like the princes are making it more difficult than the rooks are for me to just like take out the king super fast. Okay. Oh, I can't place my shadow protection rook because I have a limit on my hand size. Okay. I feel like it's going to be difficult for me to checkmate the king in the middle of the board, but you know, we've done difficult things before. We'll make it happen. Put a bishop right here and see what the king does about it. Okay, absolutely nothing. I would love to not have to move. I mean, I guess I can just move my rook back. And then we place a bishop. Well, actually, hold on. We have a shadow protection rook. Is this checkmate? No, because that's a slime pile. Slime puddle. Okay. Yeah, we don't need the game to tell us what the move is. This is just the move because our rook has shadow protection. I guess either rook would have been safe to place there because one of them has shadow protection, the other one is just invulnerable when you put him down. See through walls and pieces. Yeah, that seems guard. Both of these are great. You know what? I think being able to cast pieces adjacent matters a lot. We won't have any puddles here. Any slime puddles. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna instantly. Right, I don't have. I have to like draw my intimidate rook. I was thinking, okay, I need to draw my intimidate rook and then use it to fork the archer queen and bishop, or sorry, king and archer queen. Okay, I don't even know. Well, I guess since this bishop has hurdle, it's perfectly fine it can jump over stuff. That's the one piece that is actually useful on the wrong side of the map. It's check, you say? Well, okay. Wait, what? Oh, can pass through a single obstacle, any piece or slime. These walls are not pieces and they're not slimes. Oops. Well, that's awkward. I guess I can kind of brute force my way through these pieces. Actually, yeah, we're gonna put the shadow protection rook. Yeah, this rook's not actually in danger because the archer queens cannot attack adjacent tiles. Basically, I want the shadow protection rook so I can capture this. And yeah, I mean, we've captured a piece and our rook is invulnerable because it has shadow protection. Alright, turn assist. Good move found, you say? Yeah, I'll bite. All right, that's what I was gonna do anyway. But sometimes, I'm a simple guy. I see a chance to capture something, I take it. And I was curious if the game found something even stronger than that. Okay, we have 3 more turns before overtime. We get an extra 5 coins if we checkmate the king, so I could try to wrap this level up in a hurry by capturing the Archer Queen, but it would be better if I'm able to take the king. And I guess by take, I just mean checkmate. Yeah. I think, okay, my rook is just gonna zone out the king until the end of the fight. So I guess we're fine. My hurdle bishop will get injured in the process, sadly. Yeah, I want those extra 5 coins that I get from checkmate. This is the power of shadow protection. I don't want to kill the Archer Queen because that will end the level too quickly. Yeah, there's no hope for my bishop, so there's no need to like try to move it around. If I wanted to, I could have used transmute to rook on my bishop. I still can. That saves the bishop from being injured. Do I want to use a spell to stop a piece from being injured? Oh no, we're at the final board before the boss. So if I have pieces get injured and then they get captured again on the next fight, I don't care. Wait a second. Why is why is my side of the board getting destroyed so badly? Like there's no way this entire corner gets destroyed before that king dies. There's no way. That would be I would laugh. I would find it very funny. Okay. I was hoping the opponent wouldn't just walk their Archer Queen into lava. Oh well, that's 5 coins that I don't get. Oh, this game lets you when you complete a run, it lets you like save one of the pieces, and that piece you might be able to find later. So it's kind of like it's a little bit like in Inscription. I guess in Inscription you make a custom piece, but in this you just have a piece that you already had. Do I want a teleport spell? I think yes. Yeah. I already have 2 rooks. I probably don't need transmute to rook. Transmuting my piece to a rook, I mean, when I already have a bunch of rooks, doesn't matter too much. And transmuting an enemy to a rook isn't brilliant when rooks are such strong cards. Wow, there's a good move found. I mean, I guess I can kind of just fork whatever the hell I feel like. Wait, what do I, Oh yeah, so these guys are mimics. They mimic the last piece spawned on the board. But not all of them, only 2 of them do. It's a little weird. Oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Oh, I have a bishop. I keep thinking that I just start with all of my pieces. Okay. Oh, right, I have to move before I can cast anything. The thing is, I don't know which of these pieces are going, which of these kings are going to mimic my bishop. So if I'm like, oh, I place a bishop to skewer the opponent, well, maybe the bishop just gets captured. Alright, give me a good move. Okay, I have an undo, so if this move ends up being a complete clown show, yeah, if this particular king turned into a rook, I would have laughed. If I get tired of waiting for the enemy to think about their move, I can just tell them to take a move immediately. Okay. So I can allow him to capture my rook, and in exchange, I get to capture one of his other pieces. And my Shadow Protection Intimidate rook is pretty much a god. You know, he's just gonna kill my rook, and you know, sucks to be him, I guess. Oh, okay, never mind. I do have the ability to place pieces on adjacent squares, so I can just take this and then block the check. Oh yeah, and then I guess one of the kings is a real king, because it's not a mimic? I don't know. It's the king of the mimics, but it itself is not a mimic. And I do win when I take him down. Okay, I think this guy can spend as much time as he wants thinking, but I'm pretty sure a ladder checkmate just going to the... Wait, what's the... There we go. Okay, yeah, he does actually know how to prevent the ladder checkmate. Although in this particular case, we're just going to brute force it. Yeah, so now he has to move his king, and then we take his rook. Typical fork stuff. The fact that it's also a pin doesn't really matter. Yes, and then we end our turn. Yeah, because our rook has shadow protection, we're going to move to N14 after the king goes to the right, and we get a fat win. Okay. Yep, and then we get a rune. Oh, right, we have to actually go pick it up. Rooker is the most rookist is the most rook that ever rooked. Alright, what colors? I want like red or orange? I don't know. want a color that's distinct enough from all the existing colors. We'll take light blue, sure. Do I think the Emperor is greedy? I'm going to say he is greedy, but not very greedy. Gold is everything. There we go. I am greedy. Yeah, the king, the Emperor and I are, okay, let's let's do the daily. Okay, our king is a knight. So somebody got 16 coins on this. So, I mean, if you get a checkmate, if I got a checkmate on turn 1 and got all of these coin things on turn 1, then, yeah, if I get a checkmate on turn 1 and all of these coins on turn 1, that would be 19 coins. And if it takes me one turn, I mean, yeah, I have to collect these gold pickups. Well, okay, I can collect one of the gold pickups on turn 1 because I can place my bishop here. There we go. And we end our turn. And so somebody managed to get both of these coin pickups and then get a checkmate next turn. That's impressive. Wait, what? Oh, that's how you play a mimic piece. Okay. Oh, okay. I got that confused with the Archer Queen. Okay, well that's yeah, will be removed if not threatening an enemy piece. Okay, well, wait, checkmate. She wasn't. Okay. I guess it's if she isn't threatening anything after her turn. There's no way I'm winning this. Yeah. Yep, I lost. Yeah, good job to whoever got the 2 people that got 16. Okay. Could try again if I wanted to. Yep, now I got 4 runes. But yeah. I think that's where I'm going to call it. And next time I'll show off a different deck. And I'll show off like the maximum rune, like a maximum rune run. We'll see if we can succeed. But yeah, whatever. That's where I'm going to call it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.